Welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're going to take a look at the new Chaos Space Marines preview for the upcoming codex, some of the new rules. But before we get started, I want to remind you to make sure to like and subscribe for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, and warcry content as well. Pretty much anything to do with tabletop wargaming. We do all kinds of news, reactions, reviews, and painting, modeling, tutorials, etc. That being said, it's a free way to support the channel, so let's jump right in. Subscribe. 2 wounds are only the beginning for Chaos Space Marine legionaries. From a battle box of Baroque models to a blasphemous kill team, it's been a busy year for the Traitor Legions. And with Warzone Nachmund Rift War on the horizon, their work is far from done. After 10,000 years of fighting the Corpse Emperor's minions, you earn the right to refer to yourself as a veteran. And in this upcoming codex, Chaos Space Marine legionaries are getting rules to match their reputation. We've known for a while what a second wound has been on the cards, but there's so much more in store for these veterans of a very long war. So obviously, we've seen that Chaos Space Marines will be getting a second wound. That's obviously huge. We also know that their codex is in the works. Legionaries are ferocious in close combat, with millennia of bloodshed as a perfect teacher. The new codex brings the viciousness to life by granting 3 attacks to each heretic, or 4 for the aspiring champion. That's right, each legionary fights with 3 times as much fury as before. The Great Rift definitely lit a fire under the power armored boost. So they keep referring to legionaries. I'm assuming that the legionary is going to be the new name for your generic Chaos Space Marine. So I'm not 100% sure of that, but we know like the legionary kit, essentially that came in the Kill Team set, is basically the Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine kit with an extra upgrade sprue with like some extra cool bits and everything. But I'm assuming that the legionary is just going to be the generic name for Chaos Space Marines going into the future. And then seeing the data sheet here where they say Chaos Space Marine old and then legionary new, I'm assuming that that is their transition. So it was 6 move, still weapon skill ballistic skill 3, still 6 move, still strength and toughness 4, but now instead of 1 wound it has 2, and now instead of 1 attack it has 3. Leadership has gone from 7 to 8, and still 3 up saves. Speaking of fire, Kill Team's Balefire Acolyte is sticking around as a unit upgrade for your rank and file squads. Why would the Thousand Sons be the only ones to put apprentice sorcerers to work? With the Insidious Psyker on side, you'll be able to smite your foes and turn basic troops into physically empowering killing machines. Okay, that's interesting. So you can sort of do like a Thousand Sons or like a Grey Knights thing, where you now have like a Psyker inside of your traditional units for like smites or potentially buffing or debuffing powers. The Balefire Acolyte isn't the only upgrade making a return from Kill Team. New melee weapons options are coming too. Take the Legionary Butcher's mighty 2-handed chain axe, which takes a moment out of its busy operative killing schedule to crack open tough targets in Warhammer 40,000. So here we see the heavy chain axe is a +4 strength, -4 AP, 2 damage weapon. Each time an attack is made with this weapon, subtract 1 from the attack's hit roll. So it's -1 to hit. So you're going to go from hitting on 3s to hitting on 4s, but it's hitting at strength 8, -4, 2 damage, so very strong. Definitely a good weapon. There is a lot of, to tell you the truth, 2 damage is good for taking out like Marines and basic stuff with 2 wounds, obviously, but it's not that good for hitting vehicles because the extra strength on this is good and everything, and you're going to wound Marines on 2s, but then you're just going to regular kill them. But if you try to attack like a Dreadnought or something with damage reduction, or something that has the potential for damage reduction, the 2 goes to 1, and it's really not good anymore. So realistically, like things that do 3 and 4 damage are really where it's at this edition. Things that do 2 damage are good for like killing rank and file, but not that great for like stronger targets. So you're probably not going to be cracking too much armor with this, honestly, in my opinion. But that being said, we have the Demon Blade next, another melee weapon, strength user, -2 AP, 2 damage. Each time an attack is made with this weapon, on an unmodified wound roll of 6, the target suffers 1 mortal wound in addition to any normal damage. So this is pretty cool, the Demon Blade. Again, not amazing, but probably going to be able to take out Marine units pretty easily. Or like, Chaos equivalents, etc. So With all of these options, you can make your frontline warriors into the versatile combat veterans their reputation demands, and match them perfectly to the flavor of your favorite legion. Night Lords love to trade their bolt guns for chainswords and carve up some loyalists up close and personal, while Word Bearers are the kind to load up on the soul-stealing psychic acolyte for each and every squad. For more information leaked from the Ayatollah as we speak, so stay tuned for Warhammer Community as we dive deep into the juiciest reveals in coming months. So, pretty cool. Obviously, nice little couple previews. It's nice to know that these upgrades are going to be viable in, Chaos armies now. I'm not sure how good this kill team is. It doesn't seem particularly good to me. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there is just absolutely crushing it with them. Not that great. I think realistically, the 6 bump up is good for the Marine kill teams. But Chaos already had 6 Marines in their kill team, and this kill team is not particularly amazing. So to tell you the truth now, I think Grey Knights are pretty good, and Deathwatch is really good for a 6-man Marine kill team. But other than pretty much Marines and Deathwatch, the other 6-man kill teams or Marine kill teams are not good. You really need to have the body count or the ability to dish out damage. So Grey Knights can dish out damage because everybody has good melee weapons and good shooting. So they're still really good, and they have a lot of cool buffs and everything. And then Deathwatch have really good shooting, really good combat, and then also the access to extra invulnerable saves and equipment and stuff like that. But the Chaos kill team before, their main bonus was the fact that they got 6 and regular Marine teams only got 5. So now that they have 6 and this bespoke kill team, they're just not that good. I mean, a regular Deathwatch kill team or a regular Grey Knights kill team is going to walk through this kill team. Now, that being said, this is a 40k article, so I'm assuming what their goal is for you to be able to take your new units or your new kill teams into 40k, etc. And then these are going to be your troops into a 40k game. So I don't know if their idea is to basically have this extra sprue, the upgrade sprue, become a part of the new Chaos kit. Because here's the thing about the Chaos set right now. The Chaos Space Marine regular kit that builds these guys is 3 sprues already, which is a nice team, obviously, but it builds 10 guys. And then the 4th sprue is the upgrade sprue as well. So if the set is already $60 for the 10 guys, and then they come out with the upgrade sprue as well, I imagine they're going to raise the price to $80 probably for that set, because they're not going to give you the extra sprue for free, I don't think. Or it invalidates their old kit unless they get rid of that one and just replace it and keep it at $60. Doesn't seem viable. Does not seem viable to me. So I think it's more likely. Now it is possible because your Space Marine squads of 10 models, like the Primaris stuff, is 4 sprues. It's two of the same sprues of 2. So basically, if you got a 10-man Reaver squad or a 10-man Intercessor squad, you get 2 each of the 2 sprues that are included. So you get 4 total sprues. So maybe that is their goal, is to give you that extra upgrade sprue for free and then keep the price the same. Doesn't seem likely to me that they're going to just add extra stuff in and not charge more for it. And again, I'm not saying I don't agree or I do agree with that or anything, but it just doesn't seem likely to me. We'll have to see, obviously, as it pans out. But it is a cool upgrade sprue. I definitely like it. The new rules for Chaos are cool. Looking forward to what we've seen so far. I mean, if your basic trooper is 3 attacks, 2 wounds with a 3-up save, hitting and melee and shooting on 3s, you're probably going to be in a good shape. And then obviously they have a lot of cool rules and everything. Being able to add a Psyker into your unit, having some cool heavy weapons and whatnot, or melee weapons, definitely going to be good overall. So far it looks good. I'm curious to see how it's all going to pan out with prices and the actual units that you get. And then, we saw basically most of the kill teams so far that have come out in one of these boxes have then been available later, but none of them previously have been an actual team that you could already get, with the exception of the Pathfinders. So when the Pathfinder kits came out, they didn't get rid of the old Pathfinder kit, and then all the Pathfinder kits come with the upgrade sprue. They did the opposite. They sell the regular Pathfinder still, and then they sell the Pathfinder kill team basically with the upgrade sprue in it. So that's similar to what the Chaos sprue is. It was already, or the Chaos team is. It was already available as a kit, and then they have the option now to release it as a kit with the upgrade sprue specifically for Kill Team, or in this case for Kill Team or Warhammer 40,000. So I have to see how that goes. I have a feeling that they will just charge a couple extra dollars and then make this another kit that you can get in advance. So if you don't want to buy the kit that has the upgrades in it, you don't have to, and you can save a couple bucks or pay regular price. But if you do want to add, the warlock or the, extra chain cannon or the, big axe in combat or whatever, you can pay a couple extra bucks and get that upgrade sprue. So that's what I think is going to happen. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to be it for today. Cool little preview. Obviously not a ton of data here, a little speculation, but it is nice to know that they will have the ability to basically add like an aspiring champion / kind of warlock leader to the squad, or a couple extra like cool shooting or heavy weapons. But most importantly, I think them going to 3 attacks and 2 wounds is at least a good start for Chaos. And there's definitely going to be some potential for Chaos, not only for cool new models, some of which we're already seeing, but obviously rules as well. So let me know what you think down below. Remember, it is absolutely free to support the channel, and just subscribe if you're into Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, warcry. Occasionally we do some Horus Heresy, and then of course, Underworlds and whatnot, some D&D content, pretty much anything to do with tabletop wargaming. We obviously do everything from reactions, reviews, news, all kinds of tutorials for painting, modeling, magnetizing, and then we're a commission-based studio, so we show off our commissions as they leave the studio. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.